Everyone, welcome to Global Online. Am I audible? Please give me confirmation so we can start today's session. So, a very good evening to all of you. Welcome to Global Online. This is Dr. Swati is here. So, students, we are here with our with our Maha Marathon session. Those students who are preparing for the June attempt 2025, especially for the Commerce and Management subject, I'm here with the Maha Marathon session, and here we are going to discuss the most important MCQs question which you are most expectedly asked in your upcoming examination. Okay. Um, so let's start. This is our D17 session. Let's start. Begin with the first question, which is in your screen. Student, try with yourself to answer the question. Okay. Okay. Let me have just this one will be the okay now. Okay, try the question, try the to solve the question, and please this will be good if you are answer me in the chat box, so I will be able to understand what is your level of your preparation, and I will explain the each and every concept in a detail. Okay. Okay, so the first question, that is, what is the primary object of a feasibility study? Option number 1, to pursue investor to fund a project. Option number 2, to assess the historical background of the business. And third option, to uncover the strength and the weakness of the business idea. And the fourth one, that is outline the statistical development process. So student, what will be the right answer for this question? Okay, till I'm explaining the things, you have to mark your answer. Student, when we are talking about the feasibility study, okay, so actually the feasibility study is a thing which helps to the organization to evaluate the business idea, okay, and this will helps the organization to analyze the viability of the determined or or also to identify the potential of the any business. Okay, so feasibility study is give the overall view, overall things that will be helps the organization to evaluate the required resources which is required by the organization, which is needed for the organization, and also to helps to calculate the return on the investment. Also this is for the to calculate the return on investment. It also helps to find out the cash flow. It also helps to find out the risks of that particular business idea. Okay, so that is about the feasibility study. Okay, so here student, what you will think, that what will be the right answer for this question? I'm waiting for your reply. Okay, so student, right answer for this question will be the option number third one, that is to uncover the strength and weaknesses. Because when the organization give the priority to the primary object of the feasibility study, that will helps the organization to assess what is the business idea, to identify the potential strength about and the weaknesses about the business idea, and is also helpful to the stakeholders and make a informed decision according to that. Okay, So this is what our feasibility study. Can I move toward the next question? Before moving to next question, I would like to tell you that is our new batch will be going to be started from the 2nd of June. I know this is a very limited, we have a very limited time. From today, if I calculate from today, today is 31st of May, okay, and your examination is just in 2020, it started from the 21st, okay. So still is not declared that when your examination for the commerce and management. So most probably your examination on the 25th of May, okay, 25th to 27th of May, okay. So we have only 25 and 27 days, but if you register yourself for the in the global online platform, so here what you will get, you're just not preparing for the June attempt, okay. You will get all the notes over here. You will get a complete revision of all the complete revision of all the full course with the help of PYQs which I'm taking over here, and with the help of MCQs, okay. So this will help you for the revision also, and this is also help you for the preparation also, student. So if you register yourself for the paper 2, you will get paper 1 free of cost for you, and this registration is valid for the 1 year, student, okay. So this is a great opportunity for you, because you are not only preparing for the June attempt, you also eligible, or you are also having the validity for prepare for the December too, okay. And for the next session too. So here what you will get over here, you will get daily live lectures over here. If in case you are not able to see the like daily live session, so recorded session is also available. Complete syllabus in PDF format you will get over here, okay. Revision with the help of PYQs and MCQs, where actually I am doing this all, okay. Now the full syllabus mock test in detailed explanation, 4000 MCQ series with detailed explanation, PYQs with detailed explanation you will get over here. And student, this crash course is also running over here, so this will help you for your preparation. Still you have a time of 25 days, 27 days, it's not a less time if you are started your preparation from the today, okay. If you have any query along with that, so WhatsApp contact number is given to you. You have to get in touch with this WhatsApp contact number. They will definitely help you for the if you want any kind of help, okay, student. So how to download the global online, because most of the familiar with this, but most of the students are not familiar with this. So I am for to all, okay. So you have to, what you have to do, just go to Google, just download the global online from the Google Play Store. Then you have to register with the mobile number what you have the register. Then you register, you have to get the micro section. Then under micro section, then you have to register whatever the course you want, okay. Once you register, you will get all the things a very systematic manner, because if you're preparing for the lecturership, so everything will be, if you are preparing in a very systematic way, okay, unit wise, and for the paper 1 and paper 2, so you will get unit wise folder over here, okay. Recorded session is available, PDF notes will be available, okay, and mock test will be available over here. Then not only for the paper 1, paper 2, also for the paper 1 also. So here you will get paper 2 plus paper 1. So student, this is complete package, okay. So in this price, so let's begin with the again we move toward the next question, student, okay. The next question, which is in your screen, that is, who has propounded the diamond of National Competitive Advantage Model of Corporate Level Strategies? Option number 1, Amy Porter, 2, H.I. Ansoff, J.B. Man Ray, Peter Drucker. First of all, student, yes, try to answer with your own self, okay. This is your revision, okay. So Maha Marathon session is for the revision, okay, and also for the see where you are standing, isn't it your preparation is done very well or not, okay. So this is the time of the revision, okay, who are preparing for the UGC NET examination from the long time. So and those students who are started their preparation just from this junior team is their first attempt. So this is also a great thing that you will understand each and every topic, each and every things in a detail. So student, when we are talking about the diamond of the national competitive advantage model, okay, this model, this is, I will just tell you who propounded this. So this propounded by the Emmy Porter, okay, he is a founder of this model, okay, and he explained why the certain industry within the particular nations having their competitive internationally, and they having the on outline factors that give a countries an advantage in a specific industries. Okay, so majorly he gave a focus on the four main components, and these four main components are: first one, he said that the factors condition. So factor condition play a very important role because it show the position of the nation, like what are the factors of the factor condition, like your the factor of production is actually it's talking about the factor of production, student. Okay, so this factor, what are these factors of production, like the skilled labor, okay, infrastructure. So these are the factor conditions. Then he gave a stress to the demand condition. Okay, demand condition. So when we are talking about the demand condition, he's talking about the nature of the market in the domestic area. So these domestic market create a demand. Okay, and this will provide through the services will be provided through the either from the product or the services. Okay, so demand condition, what is the demand condition of that particular nation. Okay, then we have the third point, he gave the stress on that, that is supporting industries and the related and supported industries. So he's talking about the related and the supporting industry. I have a just I have an intention to that, that is why I'm taking each and every question seriously, and I give you a specific time to each and every question, because sometime if this question is not asked from this particular question, but there is a chance that they will ask from the from this particular topic. So whatever the topic I'm taking over here, this topic is important, and if they ask the question from this topic, you are not unable to solve this, you are 100% solve this question, and with a 100% accuracy. Okay, that is my intention behind of this, to give the detailed explanation of each and every question. Okay, student. So okay, so here the third one, that is third strategy of this com model is that to related and supportive industry. So he gave the Porter gave the importance and gave the presence of the supplier industry and related industries that are internationally competitive. So he said that that is the support from the other industries and the related industries are helping them or not, and what are the internationally where they are standing. So that is also the important factor, he gave the stress on that. Then he said that is the fourth one and the last one, that is the most important, about the what the firm strategy about their competitive advantage, and what a firm structure that is followed by the organization or the firm. So he gave this importance to the structure of the organization, he gave the importance to the firm strategy, is gave the importance to the what kind of competition the firm is following. Okay, so these are all the factors are important according to the Emmy Porter, and he mentioned all the four component in his model. Okay, in the model of diamond of the national competitive advantage. Clear, student? Okay, the first thing that he gives stress on the factor of production, that is factor condition, the demand condition of the that particular country, and the what kind of support he was getting from the other related and the other related and support from the other industries. Okay, what kind of structure and the strategy and the competition he's followed by the firm. Okay, understand? So these are the factors, student. So right answer for this question, that is ME Porter. Okay, students. So moving toward the next question, that is two statement. The matching list is giving to you that you have to match the list 1 to the list 2. Okay, so macro level organization stressors and the cumulative factors in the organization. Okay, so we have a rotating work shift. The other shift is giving, so rotating, what is about a rotating work shift, what is about the line staff conflict, we have a appraisal system and a polluted area. Okay, and in the list 2, the organization structure and design. Okay, administrative policy and strategies, then the working condition. Okay, then organization process. So student, first the question first, that is rotating the work shift. Okay, so rotating the work shifts you can link with the administrative policies and the strategy, because this all the things, the administrative policy and strategy set by the organization to work on the or to manage the labor requirement. Okay, so the whatever the labor they have, whatever the labor resources they have, how they manage that resources and how to make the shift, okay, that will be convenient for the organization, and they follow some kind of strategy to manage this workforce and the labor force, and to make they make a policies. Okay, so that is you can match with the rotating work shift with the administrative policy and the strategies. Okay, then we have a line staff conflict. Okay, so line staff conflict is related, you can relate this conflict with the organization structure and the design, because when we are talking about the line staff conflict, okay, this conflict is it's according to the, it's depend on the how what kind of a structure and what kind of design is followed by the organization. Okay, if the structure and the design of the organization are not in a very well manner, in a proper manner, if they are not structured, so it create a conflict between the staff. Okay, so this is because of structure is not well defined, or the things will not get in a proper manner, and all the designs are not having the better for the organization staff, so that's why the line staffing conflict will be created. So you can match the B with the option number 1. So when we match the B with option number 1, so you can get the answer. So match the pair having a very good and this is beneficial for you, because if you know one or two answers, so you can mark your whole question. Okay, then we have a appraisal system. So student, appraisal system, it's you can relate with the organization process. Okay, because appraisal system, it's based on the performance of the management process within the organization. So the performance appraisal, okay, we can see in the organization, this is a process of organization, so you can match the appraisal system with the organization process. Then we have a working condition. So this working condition you can relate with the polluted area. Okay, so ultimately this is talking about the physical environment. Okay, and this will be directly affect to the environmental factors of the organization, and also to the employees health. Okay, so that's why the D is matched with the third one, where we D will match with third one and C match with the fourth one. So right answer for this question, option number 3. That is, this is the way you can handle or you can answer this kind of question. So here we are not just we are not just taking the questions, we are explaining everything to you, and along with that we are giving you the detailed explanation of this and how to handle the questions, how to mark your right answer with a 100% accuracy. Okay, so next to question, student, this will be the explanation. Okay, so read the next question. Okay, now I am reading this question. Under the brand sponsorship, store brand are also known as which other name from the following? National brands, generic brands, private brands, distributor brands, and the manufacturer's brand. Choose the correct answer from the option given below. Okay, this is question from the brand management. This is in your syllabus, especially in the management. This question from the basically from the management subject. Okay, those students are preparing for the management subject, this is question especially this question for all those students. Okay, so under the brand sponsorship, store brands are also known as which other name from the following? Okay, so what do you think, what will be the right answer for this question? Okay, I will tell you each and every. Okay, look over here, we have the national brand. Okay, national brands, these are the brand which is owned by the manufacturer and widely distributed across the region or the country. So this is a brand which is across the region, or we can say the countries. Okay, so this is national brand. I will give you the example of national brand, that is, you know, we have KFC. This is a national brand. Like we have Coca-Cola. Okay, Coca-Cola. So this is these brands comes under the national brand. Okay, clear? Then we have a generic brand. Okay, so what is about the generic brand? Generic brands are this kind of brand which are unbranded, and very minimally that is branded the product. Okay, so that is your and this brands of product will be founded in a very cheaper price. Okay, so they do not carry any kind of recognizable brand name, like we have the Coca-Cola, KFC. Okay, so this is we called a generic brand. So generic brands, if I give the example of the generic brand, so we have the example of generic brands, kind of a local brand. Okay, local brand we can say. Okay, we have a lots of I have a lots of name of the local brands. Okay, like your MDH Masale, Suhana Masala, but now the Suhana Masala is also having the national brand, because he having a very good, like we have a Patanjali is also kind of national brand. We cannot, but lots of local brands are available. I'm not getting that things right now. I'm not getting that example in my tongue. Anyways, okay, I will remember, so I will tell you. Then we have the private brands. Okay, so when we are talking about the private brands, these kind of brands are owned by the retailer. Okay, this is brand which is owned by the retailer rather than the this is produced by the manufacturer, so they offer the better margin for the retailers. So that is your private brand. Okay, Then we have a distributors brands. So when we are talking about distributor brands, so this is provide the distributor, okay, this is owned by the distributor or this is owned by the retailer, and they providing them the control over the branding and pricing and commonly seen in the stores and the private labels. Okay, so this is your distributing brand. When we are talking about the manufacturers brands, so manufacturer brands you're like created and owned by the producer, okay, producer of the product. Okay, like uh, we have the Samsung, okay, Samsung, this is example of the manufacturer brand. Okay, now the question, now understand the question. Under the brand scholar sponsorship, store brands are also known as which other name from the following? Okay, so according to this, the national brand is the having it's not a store brand, okay, this having the national identity. Okay, along with her we have the manufacturing brand, like here I gave you the example of Samsung, Motorola. So these are the example of the manufacturing, so this is also having the identity across the country, okay, in the national international level. So we have the generic brand, this is also having the store brand, okay, private brand, this is also having the store brand, and then we have the distributor brand. So these generic, private and distributor, these having the sponsorships under the store brands. Okay, so right answer that is BCD. Understand? Okay, why the national brand is not there and the manufacturer brand? Because they having the international identity. Okay, it's not specific to the store, it's not specific, that's why this is the option B, C, D will be the right answer for this question. Okay, okay, then we move toward the next question, student. Okay, this question from the Walter model, okay, as you know, in your screen. So which of the following, he actually is asking, this first question is asking about the formula of the Walter model. Okay, so which of the following is a Walter formula to determine the market price per share? Market price per share. Okay, so your, I know the you already mark your answer in your mind. Yes, you are not answering now. What will be the right answer? Option number 1, 2, 3 or 4? So yes, option number 3 will be the right answer. Now understand the what is in the Walter model. Okay, so Walter model formulate this formula, this particular formula, with the assumption that all the financing, whatever the, because Walter model is talking about the finance. Okay, how to create, how to get their finance. Okay, so all the financing is done to the Walter said that if any organization or any firm, if they want a financing, they done their financing with the help of the whatever the retained earning they have. Okay, so he gave the stress on the retained earning, which is your internal financing. Okay, so don't give, he said no, don't use the external financing. Okay, so what kind of external financings are? Debtors and the we have the equity. Okay, debtors and the equity, he said don't give get your finance from the debtors. Okay, whenever you need a financing, whenever the organization need a financing, they use retain earning their own. What is about the retain earning? Retain earning is a portion of the profit which is earned by the organization, isn't it? So actually this formula show how the market value of the share is affected by, market value share is affected by the firm's dividend policy, especially when we make a relation of with the R and K, that is return and the cost of capital. Okay, now understand what is the relation between the R and K. Okay, this is most important. Whenever your return is greater than your cost of capital, so what you have to do, the firms in the path of the growth, okay, and this growth, okay, and should they use their financing with the help of retained earning. They use their retained earning whenever they having the return is greater than the cost of capital, or okay, then whenever the R is less than the K, cost of capital, so firm should distribute the retained earning, that means in the form of dividend. They distribute their retained earning in the form of dividend. That means this is a time, if your R is less than the K, this is a time where firm's capital will be going to be down. That means if the firms are not in the growth stage, so they take a decision to distribute the dividend. Okay, so this is firm decline stage. Okay, when your R is equals to K, it means that this is you have to follow, yeah, the firm have to follow the dividend policies is irrelevant. That means irrelevant, either you pay the dividend to the shareholder, or either you do not pay the dividend to the shareholder, it does not affect to the growth of the organization. It means that, okay, understand. So ultimately water model assume that the constant return and the cost of capital is the most applicable in the theoretically or in the simplified the valuation of the context. Okay, so Walter model says this is a irrelevant theory, that means it does not affect to the organization, either you pay the dividend or either you do not pay the dividend. Okay, if you have the finance, so you have to use your retained earning instead of taking the finance from the external factors. Okay, so this is what our Walter model, and this is a formula. That's why he give the importance to the dividend, value of the firm, cost of capital. Okay, we take a rate of percentage rate, earning per share. He has a take earning per share minus with the dividend and valuation, the ratio of the dividend and value of the share, and then you have to divide with the cost of capital, and complete all will be divided with the cost of, whole of thing will be divided with the cost of capital. So this is the way he calculate his market price per share. Okay, clear? Can I move toward the next question? So right answer will be third one. Okay, this is a detailed explanation. Now we have the next question, student. The question is, the process for enabling employees to better understand and develop their career and interests more effectively is this terms as, what is the term is called as? First one, that is career planning. Second one, career management. Then we have the career development or the career counseling. Now understand the question. The process for enabling employee to better understand and develop their career along with their interest, okay, that is more effective when we are, this will be going to be study in case of career planning or the career management or career development or the career counseling. Now understand the one factor, then you can easily answer your question. First, when you are talking about the career planning, okay, right answer will be the career management. This will be right answer, because what they are doing, they making the process that employee will choose their career and according to their interest. So this is what they are helping to the employee to choose their career with the interest to for the more productivity. So when what actually they are doing, they making the process of enabling employee to the better understand and develop. So this one be done with not with the help of planning, with not with the help of development or counseling, when they manage each and everything. Okay, so that's why. So when we are talking about the career planning, this is a process where the individuals set their career goal. So career planning is set by the individual. Okay, and they set their own plan, they set their own goal, and identify the each and every step which is needed for their achievement. Okay, so this is what their career planning. When we are talking about the career management, so this is involved the ongoing organization process. This is the organization efforts which is made by the organization to guide the employee about according to their interest, according to their feedback. Okay, and to give growth in their career. Okay, to support in their to support them and to develop the opportunities for them. So this is what the career management. Okay, then we have the career development. So the career development, it's a kind of continuous, we can say the continuous, this is continuous process. Okay, this will be going ongoing process, this will not end. And this career development is depend on the how the each and every employee he give importance to the skill enhancement, give to build their experience or build their skills, and what they are about what they are serious. Okay, how much they are sorry, how much they are serious for their future career, for the future roles and the responsibilities. That is your career development. Then we have the career counseling. So counseling, when we are talking about this word counseling, counseling is nothing but a guidance student. Okay, and this guidance, it's a kind of services where the organization will helps to the individual, not organization specific, individual or the professional, we can say, not individual. Counseling is given by the professionals. Okay, so this professional helps to the individual to assess their strength, in which area they having the strength, what are their interest area, what are they having the career options, to make the informed decision about their career path. Okay, so this is what career counseling. Now I think you can better under, because these small things we make a confusion in your mind when we are in the examination hall. Okay, so if you are very well known with the wordings, okay, so you can easily mark your question, and you can score a very good, or you can achieve your JRF, because these small things will help you in your examination. Okay, to score better in your examination. Okay, so this is what the option number 2, because in this question he is talking about the process, and process, it's not a planning, process is not a development or the counseling. Process is happening when they are in the management. Okay, so this is what our option number 2 will be the right answer, that is career management will be the right answer, student. Okay, then we have the next question, student. Arrange the following development in the international monetary system in the order of sequence starting from oldest to newest. Okay, just arrange the things in the format of IMS, that means international monetary system. That is, you actually you need to sequence the things, what is oldest one and not what is the newest one right now. Okay, so how the internationally our monetary system will be developed. Okay, so that you have to synchronize. Okay, so we have the gold standard, then we have option of the Smithson agreement, then we have the species commodity standard, we have a floating rate regime, then we have the fixed party system. Okay, so first thing, that is species commodity standards. Okay, so this standard is comes in the first, that is, this is oldest one. And what is about here, so this system is where the currency was directly backed by the physical commodity using precious metals. So this species is talking about the precious metal. Okay, they directly exchange this metal for to purchase or to get a physical commodity. So this one, that is species commodity standard, this is the oldest one. Okay, then after the species, the species metal, comes the gold standard. Okay, so these gold standards are this is kind of monitor system where the currency value are directly linked with the gold. Okay, and this is used in the international level. Okay, and this will be continue from the 19th century to early 20th century. Okay, so this is the second one, that will be the gold standard. Then after comes, that is a fixed party system. So this six party systems is a, it's merge of we can say the post gold, merge of gold, merge of gold standard, and with the currency. Okay, with the currency, valuable currency, we can say, the stabilized international currency values. So this is what the fixed party system. Then we have a Smithsonian agreement. Okay, so this is agreement which is developed in near about in 1971, and that will be adjusted the fixed exchange rate after the collapse of the bitter Bretton Woods system. Bretton Woods system. Okay, so that is this agreement. Okay, and the newest one is a floating rate regime. So floating rate regime is completely based on the currency. Okay, this currency which we are actually currently we are using. So this currency helps to determine by the market based on the basis of supply and the demand. Okay, that wise they are actually the currency's float is depend on the how much supply in the market and how the peoples are demanding, the market is demanding for the currency. So that is that why he said a floating rate regime currency. Okay, and this is what the newest one. So this is first one, second one, then we have the fixed system, that is this is third one, then we have this one fourth, and this is fifth one. So what is our first option? That is C. This one, option number 4 will be the right answer. Understand? First one, that is species commodity standard. This is used as a use physical metal or precious metal for the exchange. Okay, and then the gold standard comes, then the fixed party system will come. This party system is about the gold and currency. Then we have the Smithsonian agreement. So this is comes from the Bretton Woods, after the Bretton Woods system. Okay, and then we have the newest one, that is floating rate regime. That is actually we are currently we are using the currency, and this currency prices will be floated according to the supply and demand. Okay, we compare our currency floating rate regime with the help of dollars. Okay, how much dollar price according to how much rupees price according to the dollar, that is. Okay, so option number 4 will be the right answer for this question. Okay, we have the next one, that is this question I'm taking from the our statistics question. Okay, this is simple because which of the following are the positional average. So you know that we have the option positional, which thing is talking about the position. So geometric mean, harmonic mean, mode, median, percentiles, what will be the right answer? Look over here, this geometric mean and the harmonic mean are the example of the arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean. Okay, and mean is not talking about the position, he's talking about the average of all the given data. Okay, that is our arithmetic mean. Okay, now mode is the most repetitive, talking about the most repetitive value in the data set, that is mode. Okay, what is about the median? Median showing the position, middlest position. Okay, middlest position of the given data set. Okay, then percentile also talking, also give the divide whole data, okay, in 100 equal parts, that is percentile. Okay, so when we are talking about the mode, when we are talking about the median and the percentile, these three are showing the positional average, okay, which represent the whole data. Okay, so when we are talking about the geometric and harmonic mean, as I told you, this is not giving the, not a positional average, they are based on the mathematical calculation rather than the position within the data. Okay, so what will the right answer? Option number fourth one, that is mode, median and percentile. This all three are show the position of the data value in the data set. Okay, so right answer will be option number 4. Then we have the next question: which of the following term are associated with the VERO framework of the internal analysis? Okay, so VERO is your part of your strategic management. Okay, strategic management. Okay, we will study this topic in the strategic management. Okay, so VERO analysis, you know what is the full form of VERO? V for, R for, I for, then we have O for. Okay, so V for valuable, R for rare, then we have the I for inimitable, then we have O for organization for the uses. So this will, innovation is not a part of VERO, so you can easily eliminate this option. So we have A, B, C, D. Okay, so what he is talking about, that is value, that means whatever the resources we have. Okay, so that resources must be valuable to provide a competitive advantage to the organization. That is the internal analysis, internal state of the strength of the organization. Then we have the rare, R for rare. Okay, so rare, that is whatever the resources we have, that resources having the quality or having the they resources are the rare. Okay, so they are not widely available to the competitor, just use that rare resources as a competitive advantage. Then we have the inimitable. So resources, when we're talking about the resources, that should be difficult to imitate and that just need to be sustained with the competitive edge. Okay, so that is inimitable. Then we have organized for the uses. So organization must be structured to utilize the resources effectively. So that is whatever the resources the organization have, that resources must be utilized, and thus that resources will be follow the particular structure, that with the help of that structure they can utilize the resources effectively and efficiently. Okay, so this is what VERO, valuable, rare, inimitable, organized for the uses. Okay, so right answer for this question, option number 4 will be the right answer, student. Okay, so next question, that is again the match the pair. We have the nature of study in the list number 1, and we have the list number 2, the choice of the sampling method. So again this question I'm taking from the statistics. Okay, so first we have, that is size of all the strata is equal. When the size of, we have the data. Okay, this is our whole data, and I just I just stratify all the data in a equal size according to their gender, according to their size, according to their age, according to their income, and so on. Okay, so whenever I make all the full data or the whole population, I can say. Okay, that is whole population when equally distributed. Okay, so that is we called a stratified random sampling. Whatever the sample I am taking from the whole population, when I categorize that whole sample in a equal strata, so this is we called stratified random sampling. So you can match size of all the strata is equal in the stratified random sampling. So A you can match with the fourth one. Okay, then we have the next one, that is information can be provided by the few respondent. Okay, so whenever we use this few respondent, when we collect the information only from the few respondent, that means my data, whatever the data I'm collecting and whatever the conclusion I'm taking, this is on the base bias. Okay, and this bias is happen with the when we use a judgmental sampling. Okay, so in the judgmental sampling, the respondents are very specific and they choose intentionally they choose their response from the researcher on the basis of what knowledge they want and what the relevant data they want. Okay, so the information can be provided by the few respondent, this you can match with the judgment sampling. Then we have information is required from particular strata of the population. Particular, this is important, particular strata. Okay, again this is when you decide your area of sampling. Okay, area of study. Okay, where suppose I have a whole population but I choose only this one. What does it mean? It means that I set my quota to collect my response. Okay, and I collect only that response will be helpful for the study. Okay, so this is what whenever you choose the information is required on the particular strata of the population, this is we called a sampling quota or either quota sampling. And this quota sampling involves the selected predetermined number of the respondent for the specific data. So this quota is having again the bias. Okay, because I whatever the data I am collecting, this data are collected from the predetermined respondent on the specific strata. Then we have to obtain the quick response. Whenever we need a quick response, so we see our convenience. Okay, which is convenient for to collect. Okay, so this is what convenience sampling. Okay, so to to collect or to obtain the quick information, so the researcher use the convenience sampling, and this will give them a readily available participant to save their time. Okay, so this you can match with the option number D. So what will be the right answer? Option number A will be the right answer for this particular question, student. Okay, so here we are completed our questions, student. So hope so you understand each and every concept. Okay, and hope so you get each and everything. If you have any queries, you do not understand anything, so you can message me. Okay, I will tell you in a very short period of time. Okay, so see you on Wednesday again with the new questions and with a detailed explanation. Okay, and that whatever the questions I am taking, that will be must be helping in your examination. Okay, so thank you so much.